Hello my spooky children, it's me Ghost Girl, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about my connection with Loki. And first of all, before I kind of start this video, I'm aware that there's a lot of misconceptions about Loki, and a lot of people, when they think of Loki, they think of like Marvel comics and the Marvel movies, and a lot of people don't believe that Loki's a real god. They believe that he's a character out of Marvel, but I'm here to basically show you guys that he's not just like a character, that he is like a real deity, and that people in Norway actually worship Loki and have worshipped Loki, and he is a Viking god, and there are people that are descended from Vikings that work with Loki, and this is actually like a real thing, and it's people's heritage, people's history. It's in their bloodlines. There's people that believe in the Norse mythology and worship the Norse deities, and this is people's way of life and their culture. And I ask, when you watch this, to actually respect their way of life. There's a lot of people out there that don't. I was watching this commentator, and he was reacting to a video about a woman who was a Norse pagan, and she was talking about her relationship with Loki, and then making jokes about Tom Hiddleston and that, and I'm just like, yeah, this Loki goes thousands of years before the creation of Marvel, and people nowadays just don't have any respect for a lot of ancient culture, and a lot of our modern aspects of life actually come from ancient culture, so we should really respect the source of a lot of our culture. And I ask, when you're watching this video today, to actually try and forget about everything that you've seen in movies about Loki or Norse mythology and comic books and everything like that, and just actually listen to what I'm saying. And hopefully there's people out there that actually have had a spiritual experience with Loki, and are actually going to watch this video and take it seriously. And I hope I help these people that are maybe struggling with all this, and respect what I have to say. So anyway, I'm going to start talking about Loki and tell you guys like a few Loki facts. Loki is a Norse god. He is the son of, and I'm going to completely butcher this name, Yute, a giant, and the goddess Luffy, and the brother of another name that I'm going to butcher, Hello Lindai, and another name that I'm going to butcher, Bly Lister. Loki is married to the goddess, which is another name that I'm going to butcher, Siginri, and they have two sons, Narai and Vali. He is also the father of Hel and the world snake, which is a really long name that I'm probably going to butcher even more, Jormungandai, who he had with giants. Loki has the ability to shapeshift, and one time he shapeshifted into a mare and got himself pregnant by a stallion and gave birth to an 8-legged horse named, which is I'm probably going to butcher this name, Sleipnir. Loki appears in different sources as a salmon, mare, fly and an old lady. Loki planned and partook in the death of the god Balder, which caused what was once a positive relationships with the gods into a negative one, and eventually one of Odin's sons binds Loki with the innards of one of his sons. This son is Narai and is killed by his brother Vali. Once Loki is bound, the goddess, which is another name I'm probably going to absolutely butcher, Sky Oi, placed a snake above him which drips venom from a bowl. Signy collects the venom in a bowl, however she must empty the bowl when it gets full, and the venom that drips in the meantime causes Loki to wither in pain and causes earthquakes. Loki is foretold to eventually break free from his bonds and join forces with the giants to go into battle with the gods. This battle is known as Ragnarok. During the battle, Loki's children destroy all the humans but two. During which I have a theory that Ragnarok, I don't know why, it's just a feeling, has already happened, and that this is something that is written somewhere that like has already happened. For some reason this story kind of reminds me of Noah's Ark a little bit. I don't know why, but I have a feeling something like this has already happened. And during Ragnarok, Loki battles, which is a name that I'm going to completely butcher the game, Heme Bavlar, and the two are foretold to kill each other. There has been debate between scholars about Loki's origin and his role in Norse mythology. Some of them believe that Loki was a trickster god and others don't. So actually when you learn in school that he was a trickster god, it's like, well, scholars actually can't say that for certain because it's been debated for years, so a lot of people don't actually know what Loki actually is. So when they teach in school that he's a trickster god, what they're teaching isn't actually accurate, because the true answer is that they don't know. So I don't know why they're teaching in schools that he's a trickster god, but anyway, they don't even know themselves. Loki has also featured a lot in modern pop culture, including Marvel and, which we've already mentioned, the films and the comics. And he's played by Tom Hiddleston, which we've already talked about. And he was featured in a lot of books in the 19th century was very popular in books and in artworks, and in the 19th century he was actually seen as more of a Prometheus kind of character and was considered a heretic bearer of culture. So it's strange how he's gone from like 19th century to like a hero type character to like the kind of villain. So now that I've told you some Loki facts, I'm gonna start talking about my experience with Loki, and I want to kind of address a lot of the negativity that has been put on him, because even in like Norse paganism he's seen as quite this evil, dark, nasty character, and even people that like are his devotees are seen as like evil, nasty people, and they're like have joined like the dark side of Norse paganism, and are like a lot of them are like excluded from like the Norse pagan community. Like I work with Loki just exclusively, like I don't work with the other Norse pagans, and I don't think they would want to work with me anyway because I work with Loki. I know he's got like quite a bad relationship with the other Norse pagan deities, and to be honest I'm not really interested in working with the other Norse deities anyway. I'm actually more of a Kemet than anything else, even though I do work with a few other deities that are outside of Kemetism. It is in my blood, Kemetism. I do have family from ancient Egypt, and it is what I've been pulled more towards. I started working with Loki when I was like 21, 22, and I was a bit hesitant about working with him just because of all the misconceptions that are around him. A lot of trickster gods like Loki, if that is what he is, I feel like he's a lot more complicated and there's a lot more to him than just like the god of mischief, if you get what I mean. I think he's a lot more than that. But yeah, because of all the like negative information that was about him, I was very scared actually when he first approached me. And a lot of these like negative things, stories that are about him, and he features a lot in pop culture, and he's like this evil villain. A lot of this negative stigma towards him has actually been created by the Christian church, and the Christian church did this to scare people and recruit followers. It's something that the Christian church has done for thousands of years. They labelled Loki as evil and said that if you were worshipping him you would go to hell, and that all these bad things would happen to you, and they used that to scare people into becoming Christian. They would give up their Loki worship or our pagan deities to join the church, or people that were members of the church would turn on these pagan people and then would harm them or kill them, and it did work for a really long time. But now people are waking up and they're seeing that a lot of these deities are not like what the church made them out to be. The church made up all these stories in order to like gain numbers and power, because when people are scared you can control them and then you have power over them. But yeah, working with Loki, I knew that Loki was kind of calling on me because I was seeing his name basically everywhere, and I was having like these strange dreams. And then one day when I was astro traveling, because I'm an astro traveler, I actually met Loki when I was in the astral world and had a discussion with him. I don't really remember what happened, mind you, but I just knew that after I had that experience with him that he wanted to work with me, but I wasn't very experienced working with deities at the time. I was only working with a few, which was Anubis, Folk and Lord Shiver. So as you can imagine, I wasn't very experienced. And because of all this negative stigma that Loki had, I actually went to my Baba, Anubis, and I said to him, look, I'm getting signs from Loki, but I'm a bit hesitant because I've heard all this negative stuff about him. Is he safe to work with? Is he as bad as what everyone says he is? Like, let me know. And he got back to me and he says that there is a lot of misinformation out there. He says there is a lot of people that have worked with him but don't actually understand who he is and what he's about. Loki's very good with shadow work and getting people to work on the aspects of themselves that they don't like. I've seen a lot of people on social media saying that Loki like ruined their life and all that, and then it's just like, no, Loki didn't ruin your life. Loki was trying to help you with your shadow work, but a lot of people don't understand actually how shadow work works. Shadow work is in order to get it to actually work and in order to like heal yourself, you need to kind of bring up all the aspects of you that you don't like about yourself, bring them to the forefront and work on them and heal on them. And that's what Loki does. He brings out all the parts of you that you don't like so that you can heal them. And in order to do that, he might create like certain circumstances in your life to get you to see like that part of yourself, because it was like that with me. He did create certain situations that were crazy and I didn't think I was gonna make it through them, but because of the situations that he put me through, it allowed me to see certain parts of myself that didn't know about, and certain parts of myself that I didn't like. And I was like that, wow, I really don't like this side of me. I think I need to do something to heal that side of me. And eventually I did. But a lot of people don't actually understand like what he's about. Like, I've been working with him for like a while now, and we have had our ups and downs throughout the years, but like, I appreciate him and I appreciate everything that he's done for me and is trying to do for me, even if it isn't in the most nicest of ways. Like, he isn't like a nice friendly deity that'll hold your hands and give you cotton candy and all that. Like, he'll make you do the work, like, even if he's flinging like situations like in your face. Like, he's doing it to like help you, but it's more like in a tough love kind of way. It's not like in a sugar coated loving like cotton candy kind of way. And I think a lot of people go and work with Loki and they don't actually know what they're getting into, or don't do the proper research before working with him. So he's in the deity box with all my other deities. He kind of knows like my situation because I did like explain it to him, and I do have a lot of empathy for Loki because he wasn't exactly fairly treated by the gods, even though he did murder Balder. But I feel like we don't really know the full story about that. There's a lot of facts about Norse mythology that a lot of people don't know, and a lot of it is still being debated by scholars and stuff, so we don't actually know the full story about that. But yeah, because Loki was half god, half giant, he didn't really have a place where he belongs, and a lot of people that he wants to work with are people that like are basically outcasts, that have been outcasted by society for being weird, for not having a place where they belong, that have been bullied, have been discriminated against, and he basically wants to help these people because he knows what it's like. And I have a lot of empathy for him because of we've had similar experiences. I got bullied at school a lot, and also I'm the black sheep in my family as well, so I don't get on with my family at all. I've had to cut a lot of them off, and also I had a really toxic friend group as well, and I had to cut all them off as well, and had to like isolate myself for a while. So that is the type of people that Loki wants to work with, and if you're one of those people, then I would definitely recommend working with him. But one of the things that I'm going to say is to actually do the proper research and know what you're getting into before you just go and work with them. Like, don't actually just jump in and work with them. Do the proper research first, because a lot of people just jump into working with them and they don't actually know what they're doing, and they haven't done like the proper research, and then they complain on the comment section and Quora about and it's like, if you did your proper research and knew what you were doing, you wouldn't be on Quora ranting and complaining about But yeah, now that I've spoke about like my experience with Loki, I'm going to be talking about signs that he's actually calling on you. So some signs may be seeing his name everywhere, seeing pictures of him everywhere, having pictures of him or his name come up on your news feeds even though you don't watch that kind of content, seeing references to Norse mythology everywhere, seeing references to Norse mythology on your news feeds even though you don't watch that kind of content. You could encounter him in the astral world like what I did. You could be dreaming about him, having dreams about Norse myths, seeing spiders everywhere, seeing horses everywhere and being followed by crows. Now that I mentioned that about the crows, I did have a lot of crows following me about everywhere when he was calling out to me. Actually, now that we've talked about signs, I'm now going to be talking about possible offerings that you can give him. So possible offerings are cat's eye, Ixion time, cry subboil, Labrador light, strong spirits, coffee, licorice, tobacco, cinnamon, mulled wine, dragon's blood, cotton candy, whiskey, ice cream, gelato, sweets, pudding, candies, brownies, Turkish delight, cookies, pastries and tarts. So I hope you have enjoyed this video today, my spooky children. If you did, then please like this video, comment down below, subscribe, click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when my next video comes out. Also, don't forget to follow me on my socials. I'm on Twitter and I'm on Patreon. If you follow me on Twitter and become a patron of mine, I'd be very grateful for that. I also do psychic readings on my Patreon. Higher tiers get early access 7 to 10 days before the content is released to the lower tiers. I also do private readings, so if you're interested in a private reading, then please email me. My email is linked in the description down below. Also, I got a surprise for you guys, but I'm not telling you what it is yet. But a little hint is that it's to do with the poll that I posted on my community tab. So if you could vote in the poll, I would very greatly appreciate it. So that's everything from me today, my spooky children. I hope you have enjoyed this video today, and goodbye.